restoration of electricity to the Krobo enclave is in the eastern region is far from over, as the Electricity Company of Ghana says some of their power lines have been cut, while sand has also been put in the distribution transformer serving the enclave. The company has indicated until a thorough audit is undertaken to establish the level of damage, it will be unwise to restore power to the area, which has been in darkness for over 2 weeks now. A national security meeting attended by all interest parties yesterday concluded on the restoration of power to the communities. But Managing Director of ECG, Samuel Mahama, tells Joy News it cannot happen for now.
The conclusion of the meeting was that we need to sit back, find out how to put the teams together. I need to go back, speak with my union, speak to my with the good employees of ECG to see how we can put something very good together on the rollout plan. There are videos going on of my power lines being cut down. There is information reaching us that sand and stuff have been put in the distribution transformer. I cannot just energize the line. I have to be able to walk the line, check the integrity of the line before I put power in it. It will be very irresponsible for me to just energize it and for it to explode. And currently, I do not have access. At some point, there were roadblocks in the middle of the night looking for ECG staff to beat them. So how do we stay in an environment like that? The reason why it is off is because I need to have access to those lines. It's electricity. If I don't have access to the lines and anything happens or something happens, who do I blame? Even, let's say for argument's sake, you even want ECG to forgive your debt from 2014 to, let's say, July 2022. What happens to August? What happens to September? We must admit that let's have a roadmap that in August and in September, we have to install the prepaid meters. But you cannot say, I don't want the prepaid. Meanwhile, I am also telling you, I don't have the manpower, and I'm not comfortable working in your area. We need some time to be able to build the friendship again. For that, let's allow and agree that the prepaid meters have come to stay. The issue about prepaid is non-negotiable.
Now, some health facilities in the Hilo and Manya Krobo municipalities say they may be forced to shut down due to the high cost of fueling their plants in the face of the power cut. Medical Superintendent at the St. Martin's de Porres Hospital at Agomanya, Dr. Stephen Kusi, notes the facility would also shut down if generators currently serving them breaks down.
As management, we realize that the generator, which is a very old generator, has been working 24/7. Since this outage, and the fear is that if this generator kaputs, if it goes off, then that will be the end of our clinical service, because we are a fully digital institution.
But the ECG boss has indicated talks are underway to assist health facilities.
The conversations are far advanced of giving some of the hospitals and stuff some diesel for their plants too. They are complaining about paying over 30,000 in a day or two. They should pause for a second and see how much they are bleeding ECG. If you check some of the power purchase agreements, some of them run on diesel. If this is your complaint, then imagine what you're doing to ECG.
And we'll soon tell you about a stand-up between the ECG and the Member of Parliament for Lower Manya Krobo constituency, Ebenezer Telabi, over the removal of a prepaid meter installed in his home. But first, let me bring in the Municipal Chief Executive for Yilo Krobo, Eric Tete, who says he and his colleague at the Lower Manya district have vacated their official residence for fear of being attacked by the youth.
What is very painful is that those of us who are championing this cause, like the chiefs and with the MCs, are being attacked by this youth here and there. In fact, my colleague in Lower Manya is unable to even stay in his residence. All because there is this fight against ECG because there was overbilling and those problems. And so I want the records to be set straight that Krobos have never said that we will not pay light bills. The youth who were agitating they don't represent the view of Krobos. Krobos are good people. We have former finance minister Setepe in Hilo who have come out to say he supports prepaid. We have Kofi, former CEO of VRA from Somalia here, out openly, and our paramount chiefs. These are the people I want ECG and the whole world to see as representing the face of Krobos, not those few young guys who think they can just make noise. Thankfully, yesterday there was a meeting in Accra, and I can tell you within the shortest possible time, we will get our lights here.
So, question, why is that prepaid meter installed in the home of the Lower Manya Krobo MP, Ibn Zatelabi, and who removed it? Well, let's hear from the ECG boss, Samuel Mahama, who describes the development as unfortunate.
Say we are carrying out a policy, and we feel this is an area where it will be difficult for us to even read meters. So the easiest way would be to use IT through smart meters to monitor the meters from afar. Somebody tampers with the meter, we will come and see you. Oh, all right. I don't know here meter and say, yeah, I did cry exercise here, fix here, be mutampa, be do me and say, MP need the NI de Kobo Horno, so much to the co. And I'm connected direct.
Member of Parliament.
If you honor,
more fixi prepaid,
fixing prepaid one.
And I want to call it.
Me any MP in I need to ye. And I'm connecting to any are connecting direct.
And not MP is on your way.
Also on your way.
And I said, we're criminal in my day.
Ofa na yeden rack room ho ye ma yen ra ho ye ra ho e bebu yen.
Well, the MP Ibn Zatelabi says he's lodged a complaint with the police.
I have heard that my house, my residents have been disconnected. Yes, but the fact is that the ECG had installed prepaid meters in my house, which I did not kick against, because I have always indicated that we would be paying our bills and we'll pay. The only thing that I have objected was the presence of the soldiers. But the meter was installed on Saturday, and I left there Sunday evening for a meeting in Accra on Monday that had credit on it. I bought 250 worth of credit because, during the week, I don't use anything there. It is only when I go there sometimes Saturday morning or Friday evening. So there's no reason, there's no reason why I would do illegal connection. It was only yesterday that they reported to only yesterday. So I'm yet to go to the police myself, but I'm sure they are doing their own investigation. But as I said, I suspect foul play, but then that is not the issue now. The issue is about how we should be paying our bills. And the ECG has decided, so I don't have any problem with that.
In a related development, a former member of parliament for Lower Manya Krobo, Michael Te Nyaonu, who led a delegation of chiefs and opinion leaders to plead with the energy minister to restore power to the area, has expressed disappointment in the conduct of the chiefs. He accuses them of misinforming the residents on the resolution at the meeting.
A lot of the people who went out to demonstrate against ECG got confused, and that is how come I have to come out and be talking. That was the presentation up to where I got involved with the Minister for Energy and Electricity of Ghana in the ministry. That was where we reached. He said, okay, if you're having problem with the past, the indebtedness, you are making a submission that you should be pardoned or you should be forgiven. There should be debt forgiveness up to December 2021. Okay, me, the minister, I'll take this up to cabinet level and we'll contact Minister of Finance and see how best we can do about it. ECG complained that some of the meters, some of the transformers were tampered with. He said, okay, go and restore where they have not tampered with the transformers. And then use Thursday and Friday to repair those tampered with and restore light. That was the decision that we made at the ministry. Then we went up. Actually, this is where I got involved with. When later on the light didn't come, and I called the MD, and he told me that our people have shifted the post, I realized that I don't have any capacity again. So now I'm not able to call the minister again. What am I going to tell him? When our own people, according to that, our own people said that, give us 1 month. Very, very disappointed and frustrated. If there's any better word than that, I would have preferred to use it.
Former MP for Lower Manya, MTN there. Let's